I'm MC Toon, and tonight is a debate with Landry Chamberlain. Is that right, Chamberlain? But he didn't. Oh, there. He says he's coming. He's like, oh crap! I was thinking 8 p.m. Give me half an hour. So, to half an hour. Well, we've got just because he wasn't responding. I've got just a second. You can hear him now. I've got Robert Greenlee. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. I've been sitting here listening to Nathan's debate on MDD, even though I swore to never watch MDD again. But it actually is kind of fun watching him get destroyed again.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to get so they can see you. Just a second. Because they're going to want to see. There it is. All right. Yeah, I watched that or listened to it while mowing the lawn, actually. And I mean, Nathan, somebody asked him again, what is electromagnetic wake? And his answer had nothing to do with electromagnetism again.
Yeah. Did you see what his new job is on Instagram?
I saw, yeah, he's working in a greenhouse.
It looks like a pot farm.
He's going to steal all the profits.
Exactly. Hopefully, I won't say anything. You know what happens when you steal the pot from the pot farmers?
I suppose that doesn't work out well for you, does it?
No, we can only hope.
Yeah. And we've got in the chat Flat Earther, which we think is based on his words, is Earth is seriously flat. He says, keep in mind that MC Toon's afraid of Nathan Oakley. Not at all. And avoiding real flat earthers is not fair. Anyway, I have challenged Nathan Oakley. I've invited him to come on my show. It's a fool's errand to go on his show because he just berates and yells and mutes. So I would be happy, you can deliver this message to him, happy to debate him on a third-party platform, a neutral platform, Modern Day Debate, or Agree to Disagree, or somebody else. I bet we could find Simon Dan would probably host that one. But you go ahead, Renee, Earth is seriously flat. You deliver that message to Oakley, and you know exactly what'll happen. He won't accept.
I've seen several people lately too. It's like, why do you refuse to debate Dubé? It's like, he refuses to debate anybody.
Yeah.
I challenge him to give me any video link of a debate where Dubé has actually debated anybody. Never. I've never seen it.
He's talked to some people, and I think that they didn't like call it a debate or anything, and he just spouts his stupid, like, people that understand how things work, they hear this nonsense from flat earthers and like, what the hell is even that? It doesn't make sense. So people don't even know how to respond to the stupid. So
yeah. I mean, what can you do? Hopefully Landry will show up and we'll get some more of that for you.
Yes. You said you were messing with Kerbal.
Yeah, I just finally, I recently built a new gaming PC because they haven't built one in forever. So I've been kind of loading up, I'm being a pilot, flight sim, and a bunch of other games. And with the saga of trying to find a graphics processor, and I found one by miraculous, put it installed. About a month later, I got another one, sold the first one. We made a $500 profit on the first one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bitcoin.
So that tells you how crazy the market is right now. I got a 3070, was able to resell it for $500 more. We got a 3090. And I actually managed to put together a pretty nice rig over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just kind of playing around with Kerbal. I've never played with it much before, but I spent the first hour just trying to get the darn thing to, land without crashing. But it's just more time wasters. Flirts are getting boring, so I got to find some other stuff to do.
Yeah. Have they brought anything new? They have. Last week I had Curtis, Chris Curtis, and he brought something new. Right? Well, it was Pac-Man Earth, right? His map was a polyconic map which had both North and South Pole on it. And I'm like, well, how did you navigate on that? He goes, oh, you just go this way and then you come in this way. Like, he's like, it's Pac-Man. I'm like, oh, super. Like, how do you explain?
We should suggest to Kerbal to see if they create a flat Earth mode. That would be interesting.
No gravity.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just push it up and it goes.
Yep.
So. Yeah. What is let's see, flat earthers saying in there? Why rockets can't get high enough to show people the whole mythical blue marble? Well, of course, people have.
I mean, there's a whole plethora of Earth observation satellites that you can do it exactly that. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, just saying they don't exist doesn't make them stop existing. Renee, photographs have been taken by people with the camera that goes like this, you know.
I had somebody the other day demanding that we launch a rocket 250 million miles away from the Earth so we can take a picture.
Yeah.
I'm like, why 250 million miles? Well, that's the minimum you'd have to be far enough to take a picture. I'm like, oh my goodness.
How did they figure that out?
I don't know. He would not answer.
It's math.
Yeah.
One does not simply expect a flat earther to math. Right.
What's the other good things we've seen lately? I don't know.
Well, I always find it interesting, especially on Facebook, where they're demanding that you do something, right? Demand that you, with your own camera, take a picture of the entire Earth, you know, and like, okay, tell you what, let's do a parody thing. You take a picture with your own camera and provide it to me, whatever you want, and I will do the same. Oh no, you didn't do anything, and you're no, I'm sorry, you don't get to demand that of me. If you can't produce it, then you have no place to demand it, right? We can say plot out flight QF27 on flat Earth because we can plot out flight QF27 on the globe, right?
I actually love it when people first say is like, you just need to do it on a P900. Well, yeah, I have already done that.
Oh, Dark Watch. What says? What about Nathan being taken apart by T-Jump on Modern Day Debate? So you missed it. We already talked about that.
Yeah, I'm still watching it, but I think I'm about to try to turn it off because it's just Nathan doing Nathan stuff.
Yeah. The plain truth is here. How you doing? He says, "What's my claim?" We know your claim is that the Earth is flat. Hiding from that, somehow playing word games doesn't change that. We know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like one of Nathan's claims of this thing is that the FAA trains pilots. You know, actually, no. The FAA doesn't train anybody. They only certify people. You have to go get your own training.
That's true. My son went today again for another training session. He's been going every week. Yeah.
What's he training in?
What kind of plane?
Yep.
That's a great question. I think it's a Cessna. I don't. He told me. He even gave me the tail number. Because we were looking it up to try to find it, but while he was in the air, but. We looked up. I think that's the plane. That's the plane. We didn't have the tail number. That's the plane. And then we talked to him later, and he's like, "Oh no, I was done for 2 hours when you were doing that." So okay.
Oh, well, that's one thing that's pretty real classic about the classic Cessna 172s is my instructor told me when I was training. She's like, "You can slam it in the ground with 3 Gs. The landing gear will splay out. It'll bounce back up and keep flying."
Wow,
they're extremely tough.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking at to get into a club, so you own part of a plane so you can fly it for cheaper. So
yeah, I'm almost like kind of a timeshare type of thing.
Yeah. Just to so you can get your hours in. So I think he's looking at one where it's a 2-seater with a tail dragger.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I was to say the only thing worse than a boat is an airplane. So I hope you're not paying for it.
He is. It's all on him. He's been saving up for a couple of years and managing everything pretty well. So
yeah. it's a little two-seater. It's probably like a 150. Yeah, but the engine's still 10 grand when you got to replace it. So it's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yep. Don't want to do that.
See any updates from Landry yet?
No, he didn't even read the message. He's all right. So he's like, oh crap. I was thinking 8 p.m. my time. I specifically said 8 p.m. Central time. So I don't know where he is. Is he Mountain or Pacific time?
I'll ask him.
Let's see. Max X says, try to get Lemon Bird to dispute Ranty's Blackpool Tower assessment. That would be humorous. I love listening to them try. But they when they're like the photo's cropped and you got to look at the crop side, and when you do look at the crop side, oops, it doesn't help you, does it? So
Guess we could ask the audience if any flirtisms we want to debunk.
Oh yeah. I have to read a text message. Give me talk amongst yourself. For sports disc. So Brady Photography wants me to do a shot. All right. Here we go. Do a shot. Ready?
What do you got in that tap cam?
Oh, that's good stuff.
That's probably what Landry's doing again to get prepared.
He's slamming something a little more stiff than that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the last debate on Craig's channel that Landry was drunk. I mean,
he said he was. Yeah, he said he was. Some Japanese snacks. So if you look here, Angel Gamer, who sent me the Rocky Mountain oysters and bugs, the crickets to eat, she kind of as an apology, she sent me some actual candy here. So I'll try some. Oh shit, I got some super chats. I don't want to skip them. So we've got Pancake of Destiny says, I didn't get my check from NASA for 2 months. Should I expose their lies? Wait, someone knocking at my door. I gotta talk to you later. Yeah. Definitely don't try to expose their lies. I'm not going to. And there was another one I missed, I think. Hold on. Oh, there it is. From Robert Williams says,
maybe you should.
What?
Right, go ahead.
If Flurfs took over, we'd be in Spock's brain.
I'm just saying, maybe you should invite Flat Earther on, since Landry may not show up, and because he's ready to show the Antikythera mechanism, which is a perfect mathematical working volume of our beautiful stationary flat Earth. You should send him the link. He said he's ready.
Are you ready, Renee? You want to come in here and not show us anything that actually is useful? All right. Oh, it's super sweet smelling. Hey, everybody, what do you think? Does it smell good? Oh, I don't. But did Renee say anything?
Not yet.
Come on, Renee. What do you got to say?
The audience wants the show.
Yeah. All right. I don't even know what this is because it's all written in not American, and I only speak American. Who can translate that? I have the autofocus turned off, so it's not going to get closer. So I don't know.
That's one thing I liked. I actually spent 2 years in Japan in the Air Force, and you could get anything out of a vending machine in Japan. It was amazing.
Oh my gosh, this looks like the biggest cheese puff ever.
Either that or a dried out egg roll.
Is that the right color?
I first thought it was an egg roll to me, but.
Oh, all right. It's cat meat, says K-Bear. It's not bad. The best thing that Angel Gamer has ever sent me, which is a very low bar to beat. Can you get sushi out of vending machines?
I don't recall that, but what I liked is going to the sushi place that had the carousel that kind of went around and you just basically grabbed what you wanted as it went by. That was always kind of cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get flat earther. Is flat earther Renee?
Well, by his words, yes.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
everybody's telling him to come on, but so far,
let's see. I saw him put an email address in there, which might be different. Let's see. What, let's see. There it is. globetardssociety@gmail.com. Is that still it? I see, but he put another one. If anybody remember the other one that he put in there? All right, there it is. Kermit. Is it Kermit? Kemet. There it is. Yes. So yeah, we are waiting for Landry, who said he would be coming in half an hour a while ago. Oh, there we go.
About 17 minutes in, so he's got 13 minutes.
All right. Oh, we've got the new link, the new email address from who we think is Renee. All right. It's been sent. Marcus Dresden. Globortion. Yes. Globortion is his word. Yes, and PhD Tony, the whatever that is, in no way supports the existence of a flat earth. It's just a mechanical model. It's a mechanical calculator is what it is. Right? And it means that you can calculate things. It's not based on a flat earth. It doesn't use any flat earth geometry. So, whoop-de-doo.
I got a pretty good track record now, Mike, because like the last two flirts I've done live debates on, they had to disappear off the internet.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh.
I had I've done two reviews on the Level movie.
Oh yeah.
The first one I did was on Flat Earth Millionaire, and then like a day later, his channel was deleted. And then I did on Dave That Drinks His Piss, and so far I don't think his channel's been deleted. So I was thinking maybe there'd be a pattern there, and I could just sweep the whole thing, but
oh yeah,
no. So I'm thinking for the next one, I'm doing one person at a time. I'm thinking I'm going to do that that supreme scientist. I mean, tattoo artist, because tattoo artists are known for their scientific acumen, right?
Yeah, my brother-in-law is a tattoo artist. He's way smarter than a flirt.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, really.
No.
So, all right.
That
All right.
is still talking trash but refusing to come on.
Is he? What's up with that? What's up with that, Renee? I'm not trolling the whatever thing mechanism works very well on our, but it doesn't have anything to do with flat Earth. Just because you can predict things mathematically doesn't mean anything unless it's based on geometry, which it's not. So what else? So all right, sounds like he's running scared. I don't know why he's been on here. He's been on here twice at least.
We got 10 minutes left for Landry. Everybody hang on. We'll see what happens.
Yep. I'm sure he'll be here. All right. So that was like a cheesy puff thing. How do you tell what? Oh, there's a. Did you ever learn any Japanese? Can you read any?
You know, no. You read? Heck no. I mean, it was 20 years ago I was there. I mean, we learned some survival Japanese that I've pretty much forgotten most of. Kind of like the equivalent, Masawa doko desu ka? The busy says, "Which way do I get home?"
Ooh, this is like a marshmallow thing. So it's
you got all those
squishy.
cool Japanese snacks. I only have like pistachios.
Yeah, I don't. This is definitely not like health food from Japan.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, it's a twirly, swirly forest. No, it's a marshmallow thing. So there it is.
And one thing that was fun about
Mm.
Japan is I'm 6 feet tall. You go out to the clubs at night and just looking across just a sea of hair. I'd be the
You,
tallest one in the room.
I work with a guy that's about 6 feet, and he's been to Japan, and he has a shirt that says "I'm huge in Japan."
Yeah. I love it though. I mean, it's a beautiful country. The people are so nice. And
Yeah.
I have to go back sometime.
Um, Somebody said whale meat, but according to a movie I saw about a documentary I saw about Japan, it's more likely to be dolphin meat, right?
Yeah, they do go after dolphin, the whales. Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah. In the movie level, they did it's I mean they should have had Chris Curtis help them because he brought something new. They brought the same things from 5 years ago, like an out of focus star. Like, how is this like you want to convince people the earth is flat by being stupid? By
I keep
not
meaning to do go make another video where I purposely focus the P100 in and out while focusing on like Jupiter or another star, and I keep forgetting to do that. So I just throw it up there every time that they make that claim.
Yeah.
But especially with the P900, it actually is kind of tricky to get it to focus in on a star because you have to like purposely blind the camera with a light to make it adjust its aperture and then lock it in.
Yeah. So the exposure is first, and then is there, because there's no manual exposure, right, on the P900?
You can, but it's even though I tried, it's finicky as hell. I mean, it's not a professional grade camera. I mean, it takes some decent pictures. My son's graduation was last week, and it was at an outdoor stadium, and I was taking pictures of him talking to his friends from about 300 feet away, zooming in on his face.
So you're creeping in on him, huh?
I was checking out what he was doing.
Well, I suppose that and you see this all the time from the flat earthers, they zoom all the way in without a tripod.
Yeah.
And it's shaky as can be.
It's kind of unfortunate they were still making the students wear a face mask, even though nobody in the audience was.
Really? Yeah. We're in Minnesota here, and they've kind of dropped all that now. So.
Yeah, I think a good percentage of the population is vaccinated now, so I think the numbers are getting better.
Yeah, we were at 62% of adults were vaccinated when so like the week before they said when we get to 70% or July 1st we'll drop everything. 1 week later they dropped everything.
A friend of mine just posted apparently UK today was the first day they didn't have any new cases, so they're doing really well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Anna Sherlock says the P900 can shoot totally manual. My P1000 is better for manual focus. Shoot it all 100% manual. So,
what's killing me the other day is I was trying to take a video with the P900, zooming in on my little baby globe I bought. Just, going from way out where you see the full curvature and then zooming in and in.
Yeah.
And I had manual focus set. As soon as I got close to it, it would refocus and go blurry.
Oh.
I haven't tried to try it again yet, but I wanted to basically show that. And, hair flirs, it's full globe, and as you zoom in on the edge of it, all of a sudden it goes flat, and the camera wouldn't cooperate with me.
Yeah, I've seen that with the basketball.
Yeah.
We've got, AWatt says, no, UK had no deaths, but still quite a few cases. So there we go.
Yeah.
And, I missed one from Asylum. Alyssum. Oh my gosh, I was...
here's Mr. Perspective Gary. Has he ever come on the show?
Oh, no. Gary's too scared.
Yeah.
Gary's scary. He's... Travis of the Plain Truth is now a sovereign citizen. Well, the nice thing about sovereign citizens is that they go to jail often. I love listening to them, how they talk to cops and they're like, I'm gonna educate you. And then 3 minutes later they're in handcuffs. Oh. Yeah. Gary. Randy's picture of Blackpool Tower is simple, everyday, ordinary perspective. True. And perspective can be calculated, Gary. It's not hard, unless you've not completed 7th grade. Then it's hard, and you probably won't ever be able to figure it out if you can't do 7th grade math.
You know what I would love to see is Nathan Thompson and Whitsitt in the same jail cell. That would be awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's you've seen those movies where the two people, they hate each other. Finally, at the end, they look into each other's eyes. They pause, and then they can't stop each other. They that might be what happens. Don't know.
I'm pretty sure they'd be good, coupling buddies. Trying to be polite.
And as Sherlock, the P1000 has a focus ring and is pretty good, and the display screen is way better. Check them out. So,
and then when the P1000 came out, I was like, wow, that'd be cool. Then I saw one in person and how big that thing is, and I'm like, I would not want to carry that thing around.
Yeah. Gary's making claims that he doesn't understand. If a photographer took Randy's picture, moved farther away from the tower, and the tower would lower and the mountain would rise above the towers. Gary, you're wrong. You're always wrong. So,
go ahead, try it, Gary.
Yeah. It never happens though, right? All these empty claims from the flatties. Empty claims.
Landry's still not reading the message yet.
Let's see. Where's he from? Let's see. Do I have? Does he put enough?
Just for the audience perspective, if Landry does show up, I'll leave because he didn't want to debate me and go two on one, which is fine.
He's in Colorado.
Joined Rob's there. Rob's planning on leaving as soon as you show up, Landry.
He's in Colorado. So, and the George set is wondering should we try to find a flatty since Randy seems to have canceled. So we're gonna give Landry a little more time. Let's see. Deadly Dave says, I was on live with Gary when he told me that he didn't take measurements and angles because they don't matter. Spoken like somebody who doesn't understand anything. Oh, Gary. Grumbler's asking, who's the guy beside me? That would be Robert Greenlee. So,
I run the largest official flat earth and globe discussion group in the internet. Thanks, Nathan.
He does. I'll put your name on there. Hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, wrong one.
I'll post a link to it in case anybody
there you go.
is not a member. But yeah, since Nathan got his group zucked, this is now the largest official flat earth group. So,
there we go. So
join in. It's fun.
So there we go. I have R. Greenlee. Oh, to protect your anonymity, maybe hold on a second. I'll do this. There. Now nobody will know. There you go, because it's Robert G now. So how's that?
Yeah, Sherlock, if I found a deal on the 950, I'd upgrade. It's the same size. But we have to kind of wait for this one to break.
Yeah, like the 950 is the 900 sensor and lens, but with the computer of the 1000, basically, right?
Yeah, you can do RAW, you can do 4K.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm actually really impressed with the iPhone 12 Pro. Some of the night pictures I've taken with this thing are really nice.
Yeah. Have you tried taking a picture of the moon properly exposed and get stars?
Nope. Or rather, you'll never get stars.
I mean, with the moon exposed, you can't get stars. With the stars exposed, the moon is overblown.
Yeah. I've taken some shots where, like, literally it was dark out, and it still lit up the field of view and gathered a ton of light. So I mean, it was probably 3-4 times lighter than what it was in reality. The sensor is able to pick up so much light.
I was, yeah, that I'm always amazed at how much they can improve these tiny little lenses and CCDs. But I was when the 12 Pro came out, my wife's phone was a little rough, so we upgraded hers, and I've just been waiting, and now it's like 5 months away from the next one, so I'm like, I'll just get the next one. Quickie says you can get stars with a properly exposed moon during a lunar eclipse. Yes, you can. That's not what we meant, but
yeah, it's kind of a
can
take a look at this one. That I don't know if you just bring that up on the screen, but it was almost dark when I took that photo.
Let me grab it here. Oh, that is nice. Hold on. That's worth looking at, people. That's with the iPhone 12.
Yeah.
So, all right. There's that.
Send you one more
like
for wasting time here, but it's kind of the same thing. It was almost dark out.
There it is. That is, so what was lighting the tree? Just like
the tree was lit up by a porch light underneath it, but the sky behind the house was almost dark.
And it still picked it up. So was that was that handheld? I suppose
it was handheld. I just tried to hold as steady as I could. And I think it was probably about a 5-second exposure.
Okay.
Because you'll see it'll start out dark, and then as it gathers more light, the picture lightens and lightens and lightens.
I see. So, all right, we've got another one here. There you go. So was this again like dark sky? You didn't even see the clouds?
It was, I would probably say 90% dark.
Yeah.
There's just a little bit of light.
Earth is life. Oh, Earth is life is B-ball for life. There, he put his thing in there. The phones are more computer, and the P900, 950, 1000 is an optical real lens. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So man, if you could put the sensor from the iPhone into the P900, ooh.
Yeah, or a larger frame with the same sensor quality.
Yeah.
So
still nothing from Landry. How long are you gonna give him?
I don't know. So I've got and the George said is saying he might have somebody.
Oh, that'd be great.
So oh, that was you. So let's see. We got 33 minutes. 33 UC is going to go crazy on that one. What do you think? 7 more.
All right,
7 more minutes, and then we'll see. Let's see. All right, I'll tell Jordan. So my dad is has been in Arizona, and so I haven't seen him in over a year.
Oh wow!
But I saw him today, so
cool. Pretty
cool.
Did he come visit you?
Yeah, they came by. They have a they're staying in a. Oh, hold on. Landry says, "Keep them waiting." Why? Anyway,
I give him a 5-minute deadline and tell him you were done after 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, they're staying at a campground for the summer they bought a camper, staying in the camper.
Oh, nice.
So,
and we bought one of the hybrid campers, so it's kind of a mix between a pop-up and a hard side. So the beds kind of fold out like a pop-up would. So they're canvas without wasting interior space for bedding. It's actually pretty nice.
That's cool. Yeah, ours we have flip out sides, so it's tall. It doesn't go down like a pop up.
Yeah.
But the beds on either side flip out. So yeah. Zachariah Hooper says my little brother just got kicked out of a hippie commune in Arizona. Oh, that's funny. What do you do to get kicked out of a hippie commune? Stop being a hippie? Uh, that's funny. All right, so Jord and the Jord set is asking, so we'll see. So somebody else. So we used to have a pop-up and just got tired of it. So I gave it to my son who's got a the son that's learning to fly.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So he's asking there. So yeah, and after last summer with everything shut down, we didn't do much. So this summer, we're booked weekend after weekend. So if anybody's like, hey, how come? Hey, you want to do something? Come on this show on a Saturday or something. Like, I'm out of town. We're doing stuff. Indie Tiger says Bogart it, MC Tune. That's how you get kicked out. Bogart. Is that steal something? Oh, you get a haircut and a job. They'll kick you out. That's awesome. S. Aston, isn't Landry the Flatty who raged quit 5 times against FTFE? Yes.
Actually, I think it was 7 times.
Something like that. But word has it, well, he said he was drunk. And kind of apologized.
That's kind of a common thing. I mean, every time Nathan debates, he's got to be drunk. So what is it with them and alcohol?
When is Nathan not drunk is the better question.
Either drunk or stoned.
Bogart is holding onto a joint and not passing it on. Well, there you go. My joint etiquette is completely lacking. So, yep, sorry. I know nothing about that. Rory says, don't let him on. He's not actually going to talk. And Blackburn Big Dragon says that he wasn't drunk. That's how Landry really is.
It could be. And we've had a lot of interesting discussions with his buddy Nick, which we won't go into, but he's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Neil, right?
That's right, Nick.
Yeah. Neil. Neil today said he basically said I want to read it word for word. Hold on. It was pure gold what he said.
It's something about science is or proof is not reality.
Yeah. All right.
Only what you stand on is reality, like that.
Yeah, here it is. Neil says, Landry, just remember that you're standing on your evidence. Lies need evidence. The truth is just the truth. And I said, that's literally backwards. Truth, there's always evidence for truth, right? In the physical world. In science, we can explore the physical world. If you have no evidence, then you don't know anything about it. So. So seeing what Jord says here. And what is Gary? FE peer review confirmed. I was just correct about Ranty's video and that the tower would appear below hilltops if the picture was taken further away. You didn't confirm that at all because you didn't take any picture. You don't have any picture of that. You just said it would do that. It's an empty claim, Gary. And if it's not true, it's a lie. So I think you're lying, Gary. But you got a lot of flurf, so pretty consistent there. Oh yeah, Landry didn't like math. I don't know why. Pancake of Destiny. I hope Natalie is drunk on all his debates. You can't be that stupid. Yeah, he.
Everybody knows that Nathan is just. I mean, he's Poe. I mean, he's doing it to make money. He's done it for so long. It's all he knows. It's all he's able to do, other than maybe pull pot out of the ground now. I mean, if you can imagine him trying to get a real job, who is going to hire him? It's impossible. He's, 35, 36 years old. has absolutely destroyed his life. I mean, 36 years old, everything that he owns can fit in his van.
It's a car. It's just a
broke.
little car.
Yeah.
And he has no marketable skills.
None.
Right.
Well, he's a good con man.
Not even for blue collar work, right? Like, cause he doesn't have a work ethic. He doesn't have, he has, I mean, you look at him, he can't have any endurance, so he couldn't do something all day long. He can't do any critical thinking.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the only job he had was working for Legal Shield, and that was basically just a pyramid scheme. So he's a good con man. That's all he knows.
Oh, Brady Photography was asking me something. Shot. He says shot. Tune. Shot. Hold on. iPhones are even worse. Shot. I don't know what you're talking about. You want me to take a shot of tab? Hold on. There you go. I don't know.
That make me have to go get something.
It's just water, people. It's just water. All right, let's see. Jord asked him. Can't tonight, stuff with the fam. All right, well, Landry. So, yeah.
I think you're being too generous with him. But,
yeah.
You're a nice guy.
Yeah. Nathan Thompson might be a good evangelist. No, I don't think even that would work.
Problem is that he doesn't live what he says. I mean, he's basically a drunk, high crackhead.
Yeah.
That's not very Christian.
Well, he sent me, you should have seen the pictures he sent me. I have tried to erase it from my memory, but what has once been seen cannot be unseen. So yeah, he sent me pictures of stuff you don't want to see. Like, along with accusing me of being gay, like, dude, you're the one sending those pictures. Are you hitting on me? Gross. Stop it, Nathan. Grow up. But that's what he does. So if you missed it, a couple days ago, Danny Faulkner wrote an article on the website that, so the place he works is Answers in Genesis. It's a Christian organization, and that's where Danny Faulkner works. And Danny analyzed a video from Nathan, where Nathan thought it was flat Earth proof, but then Danny actually did the math on it, and it matches a globe. And one of the formulas he used in there was the 8 inches per mile squared.
Landry just replied back, is like, will you be showing up? He says, not if you're a Freemason.
Well, good. I'm not. Anyway, so the 8 inches per mile squared was the correct formula to use in this instance, because he wasn't calculating the amount of something hidden. He was calculating the amount of something dropping that he could see. And Nathan doesn't understand any math. He doesn't understand any of this stuff at all. So he got totally confused by it. And so sent me an email saying, how come it's a straw man when either Latter-day Saints or his buddy Ryan, that I debated both of them, when they use it, but not when Danny uses it. I said, because he's using it right, and you don't know how to use it. So that's how I got the picture of him that I didn't want to see. And then he said, if you send me another email, I'll send you a 4K picture of my rear end. Fortunately, he only sent a picture of his dog's rear end. So the sentence should have been, Nathan doesn't understand. Yeah. And none of them do. You know, what flat earther can handle the basics of any math? None. They part of the indoctrination that they go through to become a flat earther is the horrible explanation for the sun setting, which is it's partially true. So any good lie has something true in it. So as something gets farther away, it goes farther down. Correct. But how much farther down in relation to its distance, that's a mathematical thing. You double the distance, it doesn't go away, right? There's a formula, and I'm not right. It's an arctangent formula or a tangent formula. Tangent. It's an asymptote. It never actually gets to zero, but they don't get that because they don't have that foundation in math, at least that little tiny bit of foundation in math, and they completely miss it. So when you ask a flat earther, how does the sun set? They say perspective. Things go down and as they go farther away. Yes, they do, but they don't go down like that. So the picture of the dog's rear end, it looked like toast Jesus. Did not. And then he said, just messing around, don't read this. Okay, sorry, heat shield. Everybody forget that I read that. So there we go. There we go. Professor Phil Bill's here. How you doing? Now this one, I saw, who's that guy that's I think from Spain that's been on FTFEs a couple times.
Sure.
He always wants to monologue for half an hour. Anyway, he posted on Twitter about the magnets sticking to the vaccine sites, right? The vaccination, right? Which of course, with a light magnet and slightly damp skin will stick. Try it on the other side, it'll stick. Try it with baby powder or talcum powder on your arm, it won't stick.
Did you see the one the other day where they were using a stud finder?
Yes, and that one, I mean, people are faking these, and the gullible idiots are believing them to be true. So,
yeah, I've been trying to decide. I've got he's kind of a distant cousin of mine, and I found out that he's a flat earther. So I told him one of these days I'm going to take him flying, and we're going to do some lessons in flight of how it pertains to the earth, and see if I can scare the crap out of him.
Yeah, show him how to calculate distances. Even something as as much as that. How do you calculate distance? I don't know. They don't know. Well, don't tell me that navigation works on flat Earth if you don't know enough to know how the navigation supposedly works on flat Earth.
Yeah. Well, even one of the principles that we've talked about before is that when an aircraft is trimmed, we're not trimming for an altitude, we're trimming for a pressure level. And you can actually test that by trimming out the aircraft so that it's maintaining altitude, and then purposely, without missing the trim, like push the airplane forward, let it drop a couple hundred feet, and let go, and it'll come right back up to that same altitude. So the same thing. Pull up, mess it up, it'll go right back down to where it was. It'll stabilize back down there again. So it's a great demonstration of no, we're not trimming for a particular number, that pressure altitude, and this is why it follows the curvature of the Earth. And so it's a pretty simple demonstration, but and then I figured too, I'd have him hang on to the P900 while we zoom in on downtown from far away, and then like drop down rapidly and watch downtown disappear from the bottom up. Same distance.
Yeah. Would that no, it's angular or something. Just like Gary Wybenga in the chat here is like, yeah, it's funny. You don't have to move up, down. Moving away will have the same effect. No, it won't, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. So useless.
I haven't made anybody airsick yet in a while, so it might be fun.
Yeah? You go upside down?
Not in this airplane.
No?
I have flown some light acrobatic stuff, and I almost got sick, so I tend to keep it right side up.
I've watched videos of those guys that do those, like over water, where they go around left and right around balloons. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the pylon racing or the Red Bull racing. That's
crazy. They must, because they're pulling some G's on those, right?
Oh, yeah. They basically have a rule against going over 9G because it's dangerous.
Oh.
But they'll flirt with 8 to almost 9Gs over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So what happens if they hit over 9G? Is it like disqualified?
They get penalized. They get disqualified because it's so dangerous. So they'll get DQ'd. and they're not holding it. I mean, would G's make you pass out if you hold it for a long period of time.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why fighter pilots, they're kind of angle in on the enemy and they're holding it, where these guys are like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
But they're not holding it for very long. But it's still, I mean, they're athletes.
Yeah. Then and there's techniques. So all right. Landry says, I say, will you be showing up? He says, not if you're a Freemason, which I'm not. I said, good, I'm not. He's read my message and he's not here yet. I did have a house that I tried to do a little bit of fixing of the brickwork on the chimney. It was quite terrible. So I am definitely no Mason. Yep. Well, keep Gary. I don't know. Yeah, Gary. Moving away will make everything appear smaller. Gary, you don't understand any of this. It's like the Dunning-Kruger of these guys, like Gary Wabenga, that he doesn't understand that he doesn't understand. It's very sad. I saw today a meme that
P900, zoom it back in again, right?
What's that?
Just take a P900 and zoom it back in again.
Yeah. Never has anybody zoomed something from over the horizon back. The amount of zoom doesn't change the amount of obstruction, but they say it does all the time. And we're like, oh, show a video. I'll get it. Hold on. And they never do. Oh, I have a mason jar. I do have a mason. Well, it's Bell is the brand. Ball is the brand. These are because I made pickles, and it's a big container.
I did some work for Ball Consulting years ago because their headquarters is in Colorado, and I didn't realize that they don't just make those jars; they actually make the vast majority of soda cans.
Really?
Yeah, if you look at a lot of soda cans in the very, very small print, you'll see Ball on there. And it's like looking across this huge, like all the cubicles where all the workers are at. They had like, samples of all the different cans across all the cubicles. And I really wanted to bring my BB gun in one day after hours.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Knock them all down.
Yeah.
Well,
that would have been fun.
Oh, this is, right there. It's right.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I can't look away. These are like 2.5s. Yeah, it says Ball right on there. That's
awesome. I didn't know that until I was working with them.
Bro, Phil Bell doesn't. He's like, is this young man a flat earther? You're a young man, Robert.
I'm 48 years old. I wish I was young.
According to Professor Phil Bell, you are a young man.
I'll take the compliment.
Professor Phil Bell, he is not that old. Professor Phil Bell is, what is he, like 87, right? Phil? I mean, you don't look a day over 85, so you're doing great, man. You're doing great.
Come on, Gary, show us your video. Come on the show and show us your video.
Yeah, Gary, come on. He doesn't even know what parallax is. Would make the power drop in relation to the background. Yeah. I bet he gets everything out of scale. And then when he moves back, he moves the other stuff, things like that. Just like Flatzoid FE tried to do. Just stop being dishonest, flat earthers. Get something the height to scale of the tower. Get something to height to scale of the mountains. Put them the correct distance away from each other to scale. And there you go. But they won't. So, well... Landry had an hour. He confirmed it. Landry.
Yes, he did. I'm a witness. Yeah. He did confirm he would be here. I agreed not to be on the show when he's here, so that they'd just be one-on-one, even though he was challenging me last week and then chickened out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it just kind of says a lot of his character. He knows he would get destroyed if he came on, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He, So,
it's been nice chatting with you.
Yes. Well, thanks a lot. And I'm gonna wrap it up. Sorry, people, nothing much this week. But next week I have a guarantee, because Schrodinger's cat, he doesn't lack the necessary anatomy that Landry lacks. He has them, both of them, in fact. And Schrodinger's cat and I will be debating whether or not it is to be called a complaint of Karen's or a privilege of Karen's. Now, if you know me, you know I don't come to a debate unprepared, and I am preparing for this debate. I have my evidence ready. Now, if you know Schrodinger's cat, you also know that he does not come unprepared as well. So it will be a showdown. So that will be 10 p.m. Central Time on his channel. Be looking for that. The plot hole will be moderating. So there it is. a privileged compliment of Karen, perhaps. No, it is a privilege of Karen's. You'll see, I've got the evidence ready to go. I've been scouring the words, the annals of science to find the proper words.
Speaking of Karen, you should track down Shelly, see if she wants to come on the show.
Shelly?
Yeah.
Flat Earther Shelly?
Yeah. You should see what she's up to.
She is not very, I don't think so.
That'd be a true dumpster fire.
She's just kind of not very bright. I found her husband just on Facebook, or boyfriend, just going around, and I look at his profile, and like in his picture is her. I'm like, she looks familiar. And then I look and it says in a relationship with her. So
yeah, that's unfortunate, Meg. I mean, obviously at some point in time in her life, she wasn't stupid, because she was a Naval Academy grad. But I don't know. I mean, I heard that she had a medical discharge, and maybe, I don't know, there was some brain damage there or something, but
could be brain damage. What I've seen though is, you've seen some of these people, they get the religious swing to it, and then they turn off rational thought.
Yeah.
So, like, what's his name? The orthogonal gravity guy. He actually has a degree in electrical engineering. So his arguments are not the same as other flat earthers, because he can do angles there, but he's flipped off logic. He just says, I don't care. This is the necessary conclusion. Everything else doesn't matter. Yeah. The mind of God, he calls himself. So, all right. Well, be looking for that. I am working on a video on 5G. I may have discovered, I'm working on with some other people, a scam. Somebody looking to profit from a cannot win anti-5G lawsuit. So we'll see if that is the case. I'm doing more investigation. This video is part one of a multi-part investigation I'm working on. So you got anything to say, Robert, before we head out?
No, have a great night. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see in the chat what excuses he makes.
Yep. All right. We'll see you. Bye.
All right. Take care.
Just a second. I missed the super chat. I'm going to do this. I'm sorry. I missed that. So Big TB1717 says, find vegetable police / camera conspiracies on YouTube and challenge him to debate flat earth. Seems like a good guy, but he's falling for Effie hard. I will look for that. Thank you, Big TB1717. So there it is. And now I played the whole outro almost, so I won't do the outro again. So